Hello students, I'm Tripti Pandey from ABES Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I will discuss a very important or powerful Python programming library, Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a powerful plotting library in Python used for creating static, animated, and interactive visualization. Its primary purpose is to provide users with the tools and functionality to represent data graphically. That means if you want to visualize your data graphically, you can use Matplotlib library. Installation of Matplotlib. You can use command pip install matplotlib. If this command fails, then use a Python distribution that already has Matplotlib installed like Anaconda, Spider, etc. Next is importing this library. Once Matplotlib is installed, import it by using import keyword. Import Matplotlib. Matplotlib pyplot. Most of the utilities lies under pyplot submodule imported under the alias plt. That means after the installation, you can import Matplotlib by the syntax import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Plt is the alias given to Matplotlib pyplot. So first is Matplotlib plotting. So we are visualizing our data, right? We are plotting our data into a graph. So that means we have to plot x and y points. So for plotting x and y points, we will use plot function to draw points in the diagram. This is the code which I have written to demonstrate you. First, we will be importing libraries matplotlib or numpy because we are passing elements in the form of array x points, y points, and p.array. Then after passing the points x and y, we will be plotting x points and y points. And the result will be shown by the show function, plt.show. We will discuss this code in Jupyter Notebook one by one. Next is matplotlib markers. Use keyword argument marker to emphasize each point with a specified marker. Y points equals to np.array. These are the data points. plt.plot y points comma marker equals to this is 0, which will be denoted at y points, y-axis. plt.show will be resultant output. Next is matplotlib line. Use keyword argument line style or ls to change the style of the plotted line. Y points equals to np.array, then line style equals to dotted. That means we will be drawing a line with which will represent by a dot symbol, which will be represented by a dotted symbol. Next is matplotlib labels and title. X label and Y label. This means for axis and Y axis, we will be giving it a name. So in this code, see plt.x label is average pulse, plt.y label is calorie burnage. So that means x-axis is average pulse, y-axis is calorie burnage. Function we will be using is x label and y label. Next is grid. If you want to use grid lines in the plot, use grid function. Then is bars. If you want to use you want to draw a bar chart, we will be using bar function. Next is histogram. A histogram is a graph showing frequency distribution. It is a graph showing the number of observations within each given interval. Use hist function to draw histogram. Like in this case, x equals to np.random.normal. np.random.normal means we will be using normal distribution. 170 will be the mean, 10 will be the standard size, and 250 will be the distribution. plt.hist, and then result will be shown by show output, show function. Next is pie chart. If you want to use pie function, if you want to use pie chart, use pie function. These are the references. And now switch to Jupyter Notebook. So again, we are using the same notebook, Python libraries. I have already installed these packages, but I will be writing this command pip install matplotlib. This is already installed in my Jupyter notebook. Okay, now next is import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Hmm. Now for plotting x and y points, we will be using the same code which I have written on this in the slides. So x points equals to np dot array 8 comma 10 y points equals to np dot array 3 comma 6 plt dot plot x points comma y points. Now next is plt dot show. So this is the x and y points. Now next is how to use marker. So use marker function for, we are using it for y points. Y points equals to np dot array 3 comma 8. You can pass any value. I'm passing 3 8 1 10. Okay, plt dot plot, for which variable I am plotting this, y points comma marker equals to O. plt dot show. See, on the y-axis, markers are given, which I have just plotted. Now next is line style. Line style means you can change the line style, like I want to show it in dotted form. So what will be the syntax? Y points equals to np dot array pass any values 3 comma 8 comma 2 2 comma 10. Close the parenthesis. plt dot plot y points comma line style equals to dotted. This is plt, sorry. So print, or you can use here show, plt dot show. These are the dotted lines. This is the line style. Now next is how to create labels and title for the x-axis and y-axis. We will use x label and y label. So x equals to np dot array, pass any value 80 comma 85 comma 90 comma 95 comma 125. Okay, close it. Again, for y-axis value, y equals to np dot array pass a list. Suppose 240, comma 250, comma 260, comma 270, comma 330. Okay, again close it. Now plt dot plot x comma y. Enter p dot x label name of the axis average pulse. Plt dot y label, sorry, calorie burnage. Now last is plt dot show to return the output to present the graph. So X label is average pulse, Y label is calorie burnage. Now next is how to draw grid within this rectangular frame. Use grid function for this. Again, I am copying this from here, X or Y value, and pasting it here. Sorry. Enter. plt dot title. Now I am giving a title for this graph. plt dot title. Suppose this is a sports watch. Okay, now again, for X and Y axis, we will be using the same code, X label and Y label. plt dot plot X comma Y, plt dot grid, plt dot show for the final output. See here, we have divided this frame into small grid by using grid function. Now, how to draw bars in the plot? For this, we will be using bar function. So, providing a list x equals to np dot array a b c. Now next is y equals to np dot array 3 comma 8 comma 1. plt dot bar function we are using. Bar function for x and y value. Argument will be x comma y. Okay, plt dot show. plt dot show. Okay, sorry. Hmm. See, here we have the resultant bar which we have drew earlier by using bar function. Now, next is histogram. Histogram is frequency of data. So for this, we will be using hist function. x equals to np dot random dot normal for normal distribution. 170 is the mean, 10 comma 250 plt dot hist plt dot show. So this is the histogram. Now last is how to draw pie chart in the plot. Use pie function. So y equals to np dot array, pass the value 35 comma 25 comma again 25 comma 15. Okay, for pie chart we will be using pie function plt dot pie for which variable? Y variable. Okay, plt dot show. So this is the given pie chart. So we have discussed all the related function in Matplotlib. Hmm. So we have discussed all the related function in Matplotlib. These are the references. Thank you for patience listening.